Welcome to Salon Conversations. My name is Lisa Conway and I'm your host. For most people, the salon is a space where you take the time out for you. You chat to your stylist or your therapist about anything and everything, and most importantly, you leave feeling refreshed and beautiful. These are the types of conversations that I'm interested in. Sometimes these conversations are with a guest and other times it's just me. But I promise you nothing is off the table because we all love an engaging salon conversation. For the first half of 2026, I'll be introducing and reading a chapter every week from my third book, Your Salon Retail. And I'll be delivering it to you every Wednesday via my podcast. So last year, I had a couple of salon owners who read the physical book like a book club with their team, and their retail really took off. So it might be a good idea to get your team tuned into the podcast each week and then talk through the points that we discuss in the podcast with your team or in your team meetings. I hope you enjoy this episode. Before we kick off, I want to let you know about my January Jumpstart event. It's an event that is for 3 hours with me and my salon mentor clients, where we will craft a plan for you for 2026, designed around helping you in these areas. How do we attract A-grade clients and team members, people that you would love to work with every day, and then deliver a full and remarkable service consistently in your business and convert your team into a machine so that you can reduce your floor hours and get on with growing your business, whatever that means to you. If you are interested, just click the link below or comment Jan, Jan, and I'll send you the link. I look forward to seeing you in the Zoom room soon. Now, back to the episode. So now we're up to chapter 2. So chapter 2 is we've got an understanding of why we need to do what we do. Now, this one is about looking at systems or like a habit stacking or something that makes you understand what it is, because we've all got good intentions, but we just forget, right? I forgot. Oh, shit, I forgot. So showing and telling. So this is what I use, show them, tell them in that order. It's really, really important that you just get into the habit of, making that connection. So one of the things I say is open the lid, open your mouth, right? So if you're going to open the lid and put something on somebody's skin or hair, you need to open your mouth and explain what it is you're doing and why, right? Because people like to know this stuff. Surprise, surprise, but they do. So where would you use it? Why wouldn't you use it? Why did you choose that one? Like, just do your job, people. It's really, to me, it's not that hard. But it is in the beginning. It's very hard. It's awkward. It's uncomfortable. You're scared of being called a salesperson, which, I've been called worse, let's be honest. But it's about the success. I talk about here on page 38, the success. What is success? What does it look like? Like, success is that the client gets her needs met and you're the superhero on the white horse helping her to do that. Like, it's pretty simple. When you take away all the chatter and all the story, it's quite simple, really. So we talk about success and, what are you prepared to do or willing to do? What won't you do? And just be honest with yourself. Like, say, well, I find that difficult and here's why. And talk it out with somebody and then get another perspective. Like, over the years, I've heard people saying, oh, I don't like that salon because they shove products down your neck. And I'm thinking, well, I've never seen that happen, And I think, like, there's so many people who have salons where nobody's recommending anything to anybody, and that goes unnoticed. But heaven forbid, if somebody is really encouraging someone to take a product, well, we're going to point and stare and throw stones at them. And I think, well, really? Like, maybe they're just trying. Maybe it's wrong. Maybe they're being pressured by the business owner to sell products. And that could be the case. I don't know, but it just is what it is. So to do nothing is, I think, equally, if not worse, than someone who's attempting to do a good job and didn't quite do a good job, right? You really got to listen. And I think the secret is just saying, you can purchase this one, it costs this, or you can purchase that one, or you can use up what you've got at home. It's up to you. Like, be okay with no. Be okay with the person going, nah, I don't want to take any product. Good. Okay. Now we know. big whoop-de-doo. Like, it's about letting go of the outcome and just do your job with kindness and compassion. Be curious, ask questions. And if a person says yes, that's okay. If a person says no, that's okay. If a person takes a photo and says, I'm going to go and buy it on the internet, that's okay. It's not about you making a sale. And once you let go of that, who cares? Like, I couldn't give a shit if someone took a photo and wanted to buy it on the internet. No one's getting rich or going broke on a product. Whatever. Just do it because sharing your knowledge costs you nothing. It's actually called doing your job. So, as I say, get over your self-ticket and just be the person who's kind, who's considerate, who wants to help another person get a product. And if they don't, that's okay. Maybe they'll listen next time or 37 times later. It's not for you to be the decider of whether this person will purchase or not. That's not the result. The joy comes from giving. So just give away your knowledge like it's for free, because it is. And if they take a product, they do. They don't, they don't. Maybe offer a sample. The answer is there. But when you resist, then you're not getting anywhere. You're not changing. And together, we need to change this industry, one hairdresser, one beauty therapist at a time, instead of saying, oh, nobody, whatever. Words that have nobody and everybody. And like, I just think that word doesn't work for me. There's a lot of people, or I'm finding at the moment, not everybody. Everybody's not true. Not true. So just maybe be honest with yourself and think about, why do you resist? Why are you so afraid of sales? What's the thing? And it would be real and valid, but it doesn't mean you stop. It means that you lean in and you learn more. So hopefully that's helpful to you. Chapter 2. Show and tell in that order. Your "I'm not in sales" mindset is the first thing we need to change. I'm coming across that statement less often than I used to, a good sign that we're making progress. As I said before, "I'm not in sales" is a bullshit statement. You're probably using it because you're hiding from reality or don't understand how sales work. It's your excuse for not doing your job, for justifying a near enough way of processing and servicing clients. It's 100% about you, not your clients. We're in the service industry. We service people. Holding back information from them is not servicing. "I'm not in sales" is your opinion. It's how you see the world, or at least how you've seen things up until now. You're reading this book, so you know there must be a better way. Got you there, haven't I? Here it is. The dictionary meaning of sales is the exchange of a commodity for money, the action of selling something. The second part of the definition relates to our industry way of thinking. The action of selling something expresses my thinking that you can sell an idea. Believing that sales is only related to money falls short. You see, the idea and that relates to the money. It's like a person who sells cars. That makes him a car salesman. Sure, you pay money for the car, but first the salesperson has to convince you that it's the right car choice for you, that you're going to look and feel good in this car and that it fits your budget. Then and only then will you hand over your hard-earned money in exchange for the car. In that sense, he's a salesperson. If you explain to your clients the benefits of the skincare or hair care you want her to start using, then and only then will she take your advice and purchase the product. So it's the same. Yet, unlike the car industry, where they boast about the salesperson being good at sales, we don't. Why not? Why don't we showcase and reward the best in the industry? Why don't we say, "Meet Sarah, great stylist with amazing retail sales. She is a retail machine. She just won retail salesperson for the state of Victoria." Hands up those who would want to employ Sarah. I thought so. Form an orderly queue, people, because you won't be the only one. Why don't we celebrate retail sales success? I really don't understand. What if product companies showcased not only the best salons in terms of retail sales, but also the best individual salespeople within the salon? First prize could be a car or lunch with George Clooney. Okay, so now I'm getting a bit overexcited, but let's stop and think for a minute. Imagine if the big companies had a competition maybe over a year to showcase the best salespeople. The top 100 might be invited to a national gala dinner at the best restaurant in town, perhaps with the celebrity thrown in for real wow. The top 10 might each get a MacBook Pro or similar, and the winner an all expenses paid trip to Paris for a week. We can work the details out later. We just need to inject some "oh my God" into it. Make it something for everyone to aspire to. Imagine if celebrating retail sales was one of the things that drew salons to a product company. I think it would definitely work the other way, drawing product companies to the winning salons. Product companies would need to get serious about education in retail sales. Most of them would have to triple the effort that they put in now. They'd have to run boot camps for all team members and be across the entire mindset of retail. That could only be a good thing. Everybody's a winner. Everybody wins when a client leaves with a product. And here are the people that are going to win. First, you've got the salon stylist or the therapist. Connects on a trust level and upgrades a client to an A or a B. The product company makes money from the end sale. The product rep or agent or BDM makes budget and bonus. That feels great. And the biggest win of all is the client, having her problem solved. All the while, the salon owner is building a better brand and being paid for it. The only down is you must keep up with the demand of ordering and maybe dusting the stock. Here's a plan. Sell them so fast they don't ever get a chance to collect dust. There are a couple of brands doing retail training well. Notice I said a couple. I believe it's something every brand should aim for. What are you really selling? Let's go back to the word selling and get really clear on it. To me, selling someone something is a way of getting them to understand your idea or your point of view. In the case of the car salesman, that you would look hot in this car, it will be a reliable means of transport, or it will easily fit the golf clubs or the pram in the back. In simple terms, selling is getting your point across to the interested party. When the other person buys your story or shares your vision, they agree they'd be better off with whatever you're selling them. They understand the benefits to them. For example, if I want to go to the 9 o'clock movie instead of the 7 o'clock session, I'll explain to a girlfriend that sitting in a cinema while you're starving makes it difficult to concentrate. When we come out of the 9 o'clock movie, most restaurants will be already closed. I suggest we eat first at 7 and then go to the latest session. I'm selling this to my girlfriend, quite well I might add. I'm pointing out that the benefits of my idea, but not asking her for any money. It's still a sale. I've sold her the idea. Selling is as much about the ideas as it is about the products. I travel often, and when I'm away, I love doing salon research. I find a salon I like the look of, and I spoil myself by going in and having a blowwave. Yet, I'm very rarely impressed with the stylist's efforts to make retail recommendations to me or to even tell me what product they put in my hair. Just the other day, I came across a little salon that was as cute as a button. The two people working there were just delightful. They even had a salon dog, and you can imagine how happy that made me. I was offered champagne, even though it was only 11 a.m. Bit of a worry. The water was sparkling, And so was everything else. It was an all-round fabulous experience. The salon was very cool and it was spotlessly clean. I explained I had 2 meetings that day and was struggling with the local humidity. He said, "Yep, that's cool. I've got some serum that will stop that. Easy peasy." I commented on the products displayed in the window, explaining how I loved one of the conditioners because it's copper. It has a tint in it and it kept my red hair fresh and pumped up. He continued doing my hair. The minute he started, I knew he was capable, so I relaxed and played on Facebook, not concerned at all that I wouldn't be happy. But at no point did he share the knowledge he had around the products he used on my hair. Nothing, not a thing. He missed an opportunity to help me out. I wanted that conditioner because I was out of it, but on principle, I refused to ask for it. And he didn't make a sale. And it would have been helpful for me to take the serum product home with me. It did control the frizz somewhat. So I'd have taken it and the conditioner. The real question here is, why didn't he at least share what he knew about that serum? The answer is this. We have not been trained to recommend products to our clients. It's always been a side thing. Some of you even have separate targets for retail. Please stop that. It sends an unconscious message that retail is a separate thing to service. It is not separate. It actually is service. I know what you're thinking. You've trained your staff and they still don't get it. I'm not suggesting you haven't trained them. I'm saying this. To train them right, you need to start at the centre. Deal with one team member at a time. Unblock what holds them back and get to their reason why. As an industry, we've just started to scratch the surface. We need to get it into our DNA. The way we do this is by showing and telling. Years back, I went to a presentation on customer service. The presenter wasn't from our industry. She was from one of the big 4 banks. Her role was customer complaints. A pretty big gig, I could imagine. She explained that they tracked complaints into categories, and the most common category was not being informed, lack of information, meaning the customer didn't know something. They didn't know they couldn't transfer money out of that account. They didn't know there was a better product available. They didn't know the interest rate was X. The list went on. We are no different. Our customers mostly have the same category of complaints. They didn't know the treatment at the basin was an extra cost. They didn't know they'd be red like a beetroot for 2 days after their facial treatment. They didn't know the spray tan would be dark around their ankles and knees due to their dry skin. If they'd known all of those things first, they'd have a different result, or they might have prepared differently. If they knew their colour was going to take 4 hours, they might have organised to bring some work with them to do on their laptop. Not telling, not showing, and not informing your customers on every level influences their salon experience big time. It causes misunderstanding and it leads to complaints. Everything can be fixed with a product or a service. They need both. Start showing and telling tomorrow. Never forget your customer is seeking an experience. They expect you to be an expert in not just what you do, but also in the products you use. Telling is not selling. It's sharing your expertise. Every client, every time. From this day forward, every time you put your hand on a product and you're about to put it on someone's skin or someone's hair, simply tell them what you're doing and why. Make all your best recommendations. Tell them all your secrets. Now, let me share one of my secrets with you. I used to hate the way men put hair product on both sides of their head and on top, and almost always missed the back. So I'd show them how to apply it properly and describe it like this. Okay, so imagine your product is bright red paint. To get it even, you need to tap it everywhere first across your head. So you go like this, and I'd show them with my hands. So you'd go, you must always start at the back first. Okay, so tap the back of your head. Why? Because you miss it here, and it looks bad to everyone else but you because you can't see the back. Your hair is always thicker at the back, so go tap, tap, tap like this, and then the sides, and then the top. And when you feel the product has been pulled off your hands like this, then you can do the rub. And it needs to be a gentle rub. Don't do a hard rub. Save that for the dog. Dogs love a hard rub. Now, see how you have the back covered and you haven't used nearly as much as you have been using at home. And I'd get the mirror and I'd show the back. If I said that once, I said it thousands of times. And I always got a, oh, that's much better, Lisa. Gee, thanks. My response was always the same. You're welcome. I'm happy when you're happy. Somewhere in the sharing of knowledge, you'll not only showcase yourself to be the expert that you are, you'll wow your clients and foster their trust in you as a professional. Trust me, they'll be grateful for your knowledge, and they'll be much more likely to buy the products that you recommend. Showing your clients what you're doing and telling them why you're doing it, it's the kick-ass natural way to do things. Kick-ass Kickstarter. When you're applying product to your own hair or skin or nails today, think about why and how you're doing it. Voice your thoughts out loud to yourself as you go, explaining the secrets that you do. There you go. You have it. A genuine show and tell script for a favourite product. I hope you enjoyed that conversation and had a laugh or two. Now, if you would like more information on what was just discussed, or even just to connect with me, check out the links in the show notes. It would mean the world to me if you would like and share this podcast with a friend or someone that you think will enjoy it, so that we can continue to grow this community together. And I look forward to seeing you